Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Matthew, and today we're going to be doing another episode of the Ask Me series. That's right, this is episode 14. But this time we're going to be answering off Tellonym, which I've tried tons of different stuff over the past several years of how to get Ask Me series really boosting, and it seems like Tellonym is the best way to go. I've gotten over 120 questions so far, which I haven't answered all of them, and I've already answered some of them via text, but I haven't answered them on camera. So we're going to go with the first one, which is, what's your zodiac sign? Come up with more original questions. How are you? Doing good. Do you have siblings? Yes, I do. I mean, one of them literally stars in his own little video series my brother reviews. What about your best friend you will never forget? I answered the way we constantly spent time together and how we constantly told each other about our interests and such, because that's what best friends do. Who are the funniest people you know? A buddy of mine at school. He does a lot of clever jokes, and he can reach the limits in terms of humor, but I think at that point, it's just all down to who he is, because he seems like the type of person who wants to be as funny as he can be. What's your way of showing affection? Platonically and romantically, I always show them the most amount of positivity and love that I can. I also spend the most time as possible with said person. What do you not spend your money on? Overpriced stuff. Mainly stuff from scalpers. I'm looking at you, scalpers, for the Playmates Godzilla vs. Kong line. Let's see. Would you say you're a generous person? My generosity has been getting better recently, so yeah, I would say I'm a generous person. What do you think of people who brag about their parents' wealth? Like people who are really wealthy, like their parents being wealthy? I just think it's horrible because, as I say here, while there are parents out there who are indeed wealthy and make a ton of money over every year and each year, there are also parents out there who are struggling to raise a kid, let alone take care of themselves, because they don't make a ton of money. I think people should stop bragging about their parents' wealth and start helping the unwealthy. That's just my 2 cents. And I'm pretty sure you'd agree too. Unless you're one of those people who brag about your parents' wealth. In that case, shame on you. What is the best midnight snack? Milk and cookies. No question, no debate, no buts, no whats, no coconuts. This is it. The definitive midnight snack. But I mean, in terms of which cookies, that's up for debate. What was the first thing that you did today when you woke up? Have breakfast, because I'm pretty sure that's what all of us do. Let's see, which country has the best food? Honestly, that's hard to say without being biased. Lots of different countries have a lot of different foods that I've ever eaten, honestly. Because I've eaten food from, pretty much a variety of different countries that I can't really name. So, how much do you pay attention to money when you're getting to know someone? Usually I don't really pay attention to money because I like to treat people and money differently. Were you a big Nintendo DS fan? Absolutely. My very first video game, at least from on the DS, was Mario 64 DS. Yeah, that's my favorite game on the DS. Other Mario games like New Super Mario Brothers and Mario Party DS, an absolute classic, do come close though. Do you often prefer a lake or an outdoor pool, and why? Both for different reasons. A lake is nicer, nice to be one with nature, but I like having in a big outdoor pool. If it's puny, then I'll definitely take a lake. What are you addicted to? Figure collecting, and making object show related art. Which sport do you think is the hardest and why? Definitely football. When I tried it many years ago, I could not keep up with the rest of the players, many of which were new to football like me. Would you say you're intelligent? I'm very good at problem solving and such, so yeah, I'd say I'm intelligent. Which show are you watching right now at the moment? This is somewhat outdated because I think Teapot's already getting its 3rd episode, probably by the end of this year or next year. So yeah, I said Teapot, that doesn't really count, so I guess I might as well just say Disney TVA shows. What have you taken the blame for that wasn't your fault? Mainly taking snacks out of the cupboard without permission. I was also falsely blamed for those sort of things, so I kind of had no choice but to. You a good friend? Of course. Honestly, the only thing that really puts people off is my obsessions and my crazy personality. That's literally it. Like, if people actually took the time to really get to know me, then you would absolutely just, you know, I'm just saying, I would treat everybody with respect as much as possible, and I'd treat everyone with love as much as possible. I'm gonna answer like maybe three more. What do you like best about your character? Depends on which one. My favorite thing about Brandon the bowling ball is his insane and outright crazy abilities, and Snaky as well as for his voice. And Llama Man, even though he's not meant to be creepy, he's meant to be like something cute. He kind of creeps people out when they see him. What helps you make a difficult decision? Look at the pros and cons of the decision. What were the highlights and low points of your youth? Um, okay, hold on. Sorry, I had a brain fart right there. A highlight of is definitely hold on. I think it misspelled definitely. Definitely the creation of my YouTube channel. Literally the best thing I've ever created. Um, but there are low points, but I don't want to get into those because those are more personal. But yeah. With that being said, I hope you guys like this new type of style. Longer and more questions to ask, and keep the questions coming because I have links in the description for both my Google form and the Tellonym page, which you can ask both anonymously. You can ask as much questions as you want. Do keep in mind I have my limits, so if you ask something about, like, say, romance or dating or such, I'm probably not going to answer that because, well, I'm not really the best guy to answer that sort of stuff. Not to mention, stuff about relationships is kind of private to me. So, and plus, don't ask a single thing about my personal information. I'm still not ready to reveal that sort of stuff. So, that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys definitely like it, definitely subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, everyone.